It is time to eat the world, everyone. And then that one, and the next one, and then every world after that, because why not? But Welnyel the Devourer is here. And it may as well just devour my mouth, because I have no bloody clue how to actually say its name. That said, I do know its perks, and they are all pretty interesting. Mostly because they all have to do with foodies, folks. So let's eat. Well, perhaps not quite yet, actually. Trust me, you can wait given this thing's stomach. But what is this thing, Beard? Well, I don't know. However, it's got some really cool skins to choose from that really differ from the next, and I'm all about it. So whether you are a corrupted chewer or a lunar luncher, you will be ready to munch your way to victory, folks. Enjoy them. But on the off chance you're not quite ready, or you're just looking to spice things up a little bit more, then look no further than the Devourer's configuration options. From simple stat tweaks to adjustments to perks not even listed about the character, we have an absolute ton of freedom to make the mod our own, and that is always welcomed. Perhaps even more so with this one this time around. For you see, if you haven't already guessed what the Devourer's perks are going to revolve around, then you haven't been paying attention. Maybe their stats will enlighten you, however, as they sit at a whopping 335 hunger, 155 sanity, and 145 health. Honestly, nothing crazy beyond that ridiculous hunger stat, but even that fits well enough given the other perks. But again, if you want to change things up, do it. Oh, but the Devourer also loses hunger 35% faster than normal too, which works to even the playing fields a bit, I suppose. But speaking of fields, actually, you best have a lot of them, as our new friend here loves them some veggies. Well, during certain times of the year, that is. For you see, come autumn and spring, the Devourer will see a 25% increase to the hunger stats of vegetable-related food items. However, anything else will see a 15% decrease to their stats. Mostly in meats, mind you. But come winter and summer, the roles will absolutely reverse, and suddenly meat will return more stats, while veggies won't. So they are a somewhat picky eater, yes. But it goes well beyond that. As these special eating habits lead to one of his main food perks, combo eating, everyone. And this means that every third food consumed will have its hunger stat doubled, meaning they may not be much of a drain on food after all if those playing them plan meals accordingly. But make note, this third food stat bonus thing also applies to all sanity restored by food too, as well as health. So he is a somewhat picky eater and a meal planner. Is there any other food related stuff, Beard? Well, yes, so I'm glad you asked, friend. The food perks are not quite done yet. The Devourer here also benefits from taking 0 stat damage to their hunger, sanity, or health when eating foods, although a couple things have slid by like rotten eggs, but I think the modder just missed that. Still, they now could serve as a garbage can if you wish with this mechanic. To continue, however, they will also not be able to eat some of the smaller quote-unquote food items like ice, light bulbs, rot, petals, ferns, seeds, etc. That said, some of these specific crop seeds can still be eaten. However, again, I think that's just another oversight. But the Devourer wants meals, folks, not tiny appetizers at the end of the day. But they also want to help others chew their food. And no, I'm not kidding. They can take monster meat, both raw and cooked, plus monster jerky and lasagna, and refine it into something more edible for those not able to eat any of it without consequence. They will gain 5 hunger whenever they do so, and these nutritious monster meals will have all of their negative effects taken away from them at the end of the day, which is very nice. Plus, each meal only loses 5 hunger overall from their usual maximum, which is even better. But how about some non-food related perks and stuff, Beard? Do they actually have any? Sure do, friends, and they're interesting too. Perhaps not the one that considers the Devourer a monster, because we've seen it before, and I mean, who wouldn't really? But there are some who don't. Depth worms. Yes, folks, unless you pick their lore, all depth worms will remain non-hostile to you as the Devourer, and that's pretty darn sweet. It will certainly make navigating the ruins a heck of a lot easier, that's for sure. And to even continue on this wormy train, the Devourer will also not lose any sanity from using wormholes, so ride the Anus Express to your heart's desire. But their final perk is likely the most intriguing of all, that being their increased damage output when they're starving. For a character centered around food perks and just stuffing their face with food, to have something good for when they are somehow at zero hunger is both odd and welcomed, I guess. To eat or not to eat? That is the question. However, what I don't question is how bloody terrifying the Devourer's ghost is, or perhaps just unsettling would be the better word. Simply staring into a bottomless mouth with lifeless eyes is not really what I expected to do today. But before we go, I best let the Devourer themselves get a word in, so let's shut our mouths and open our ears. And there you have it, everyone. Welnyel the Devourer by Sumi, a modder we have showcased on the channel a couple times already. Knowing their past works, I kinda get the feeling that some of what I've shown you here today won't exactly be the same a few weeks from now. But still, I was happy to show off what I could. I enjoyed the takes on hunger perks and all that, and the character design was lovely. Thanks, Sumi, for your work, and thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.